Claudia was a Roman citizen who had everything she ever needed or wanted, except the respect of her husband, Pontius Pilate. "He doesn't listen to me," she complained. "He's so weak, can't make a simple decision without agonizing over and over." Claudia and Pilate had moved from Rome when he received the appointment from Caesar to come to Judea as its governor. What a disappointment that was! The Romans were intelligent, well-educated, and prosperous. She found the Jews to be rebellious and fanatical. She opined they were like children. Jews thought only of their own traditions. They hated Romans. They hated Pilate. They hated her. Claudia felt this appointment was not as prestigious as they had expected. It was more like ridiculous. Pilate told her he hoped that the Passover would be a time of celebration for the Jews with no problems. Wrong. This young Galilean was creating a stir among the common folk. Many of them believed he was the Messiah. That upset the Sanhedrin, and they were vehement in their desire to get rid of him. Late in the festival, they came knocking on the gate to the palace, screaming for Pilate, claiming their prisoner was a threat to Rome. Pilate sent them away. Since Jesus was a Galilean, he was in Herod's jurisdiction. Everyone knew Herod was the biggest fool in the land. Of course, he saw Jesus as competition for his power. When some said Jesus would be king of the Jews, Herod mocked the prisoner and sent him back to Pilate. He knew full well they must have Rome's approval to kill him. A dream about the prisoner convinced Claudia that something dreadful was going to happen. By this time, she was terrified and tried to tell Pilate, "Be careful." Instead of listening to his wife, Pilate had the man whipped. The fool couldn't find any fault with him, so he offered to let him go. But he listened to the crowd and gave him back to the soldiers to be crucified. Am I like Pilate? Do I turn away from what I know I should do as I read in the Bible? Do I make wrong decisions, not listening to the warnings from Christian friends and my family? Do I follow my own foolish desires and live to regret it? Am I guilty?